Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and welcome back to the next episode of the Super Mario Galaxy 1 Let's Play. In the last episode, I showed you the main galaxies of the engine room, that being Toy Time Galaxy, Goldie Galaxy, and Seaside Galaxy. And in this episode, I'm going to be doing the boss fight for the engine room, because we're getting close to the end, or the final boss, or getting close to the final boss. We've got 46 stars right here, and we need 60 stars to get to the final boss. So, and also I want to show you every, as I said before, I believe in the first episode, as well as a few episodes ago, I want to get to show you all of the different domes that you can find in the game. So this is Bowser Jr.'s lava reactor. So as you can see, it's a part of the planet you just saw is basically just a giant sun fireball thing. It could be a star of sun. A sun, yeah. It kind of looks like a sun. So this is King Kaliente's spicy return. So, yeah, as the name suggests and says, we've got the return of an old boss. One of the earliest bosses in the game. That being King Kaliente, who was a boss, I believe, in Good Egg Galaxy? I think it was Good Egg Galaxy King Kaliente was his boss in. But now he returns as a Grand Star boss, which I think is quite cool, because you don't really get to see that a whole lot with the bosses in Mario Galaxy 1 or 2. You fight a boss, and yeah, you just fight when it comes to like the regular dub bosses, and you don't really get to see them a whole lot again. But with King Kaliente, he's the only boss to return as a Grand Star boss, which I think is quite cool. And yeah, his fight, which I'll show you when I can get to the launcher, is a whole lot tougher. Mainly because of those metal grates. The boss fight is still the same, just the metal grates. Bowser Jr., we meet again. If I give up any more Grand Stars, my dad's gonna get mad. So this calls for my ultimate weapon. Give him some heat, King Kaliente. So yeah, here comes King Kaliente. A tougher version of his fight. And same thing as before, like in his first fight. Just wait for the moment he spits out coconuts. And that should be it. It should be golden. And yeah, as you can see, the platform, it goes down. Ooh. And you have to be really quick on your feet, because you will get punished if you stay on the grate for too long. But because at least with the first fight, you could realistically stay in one place for quite a long time. But with King Kaliente, oh, he's down. He's down. It took 4 minutes. It took 4 minutes. No, I'm not even joking. That took 4 minutes and 45 seconds to get from the bottom of the observatory to where King Kaliente was, or to beat him. And also, once you've beaten him, the metal grates won't go down anymore. They'll stay in place. And yeah, I don't think he actually hit me with any of his fireballs. I think he only did that attack once. So this is it for the final Grand Star. I've got to say, the location of it is really good as well. It's basically, you're just in, it makes you feel like you're in deep space, which I think is quite cool. And the final boss, or the final boss Grand Star, well, technically not the final boss Grand Star, but the final dome Grand Star. That's it, we've collected all of them. And now, the dome, or the main star, the main light, you could say, It's now a sort of bluey-white, or white-blue, or blue, yeah, a bluish-white sort of colour, which I think is quite nice, probably the best one, and it shows you the progression of how much you've done. So, King Kaliente's spicy return. Bowser Jr.'s lava reactor. Galaxy complete. 2 coins, 33 star bits, and I discovered a new galaxy. And 1 in the garden. Now that we've recovered so many green stars, grand stars, the beacon is almost too bright to look at. Once the observatory works as a starship again, we can bring you to the center of the universe. Then we can get to your special one. Just need a few more power stars. You must help us. So yeah, we've now unlocked every single dome in the observatory, which I think is quite cool. And because we've unlocked another chapter in the storybook in the library, I was thinking of maybe doing it now, but I might wait until before fighting the final boss. Like, depending on how many we get, because I think we've got a few more to unlock. There is the epilogue, which is new to Galaxy 2. No Galaxy. Well, Galaxy 2, there is the epilogue, which I talked about in the previous episode. But in the Switch 2 version of Galaxy 1, you can get an epilogue. So, and also, I forgot to mention this in the last episode, you can make shortcuts if you want to get to the higher areas of the observatory. So, if you want to go to the engine room, just take this shortcut from here to there by going into this ball of light first and then making your way down to the bottom. And there's also another one by where the garden is, like at the back of it. So that's another one. Oh, also this is the entrance to the Gateway Galaxy, which I think is quite cool. I'll probably show it to you once I've shown you the garden, because that's quite nice in terms of when you go back there again. And I think it's a nice like throwback as well to that particular galaxy. So now we've activated the shortcut to the garden, which is basically there, which is this teleporter right here. Collect this. Power up. 1 up. Yeah. This is basically me just expanding the episode as much as I can, because that King Kaliente fight was really quick. So, we've made it to the top of the observatory. As you can see, we technically can't get any higher than this, but we can once doing a particular mission, which I'll show you once in the garden. And just look at this. There's no music. There's just this, because with the garden, it's so peaceful. It's just look at this. It's just this one big, luscious, greeny area, and there's no music. Literally, just listen. Yeah, there's just nothing. It's just the sound of birds, and that's all you can hear. If we exclude stuff like the Sling Star and Mario walking about all over the place whenever he walks, because you can hear his footsteps, all you hear is birds, and I think that kind of takes you aback a bit, because all the other ones were like, oh, you've got the terrace, you've got the fountain, you've got the kitchen, all of these different ones, all having their own, unique thing to them, but obviously they were part of the observatory. They work as a whole. You can kind of see like, oh, this one that can people can go to, or Rosalina can go to, that can help her with the cooking, to feed the Lumas, that sort of thing, or where she goes to the bedroom to have a rest, have a nap, that sort of thing. And then you've got the engine room, which is the thing that powers the entire observatory, that sort of thing. But when it comes to the garden, it's just big stretches of land. Like, you can see the tip of like a mountain hill area, and that's really cool. And there's some mountain hill areas over there as well. But it's just really cool, and it feels very different compared to the other domes. So, and also another thing that's really different to the garden when it comes to the galaxies is that there's no Bowser boss head floating about, which is mainly because this is the final area. It's not meant to be the final area. If by now, if you've tried collecting every star, you would have collected enough or more than enough stars to get to the final level or to the final boss. Because if you did like every star, you'd probably gone like over 60, like I think 75-ish or 80 stars. No, around 80 to 90 stars roughly. I don't know how to remember, even though I've done that before 100 times before, and I don't even remember how many stars I've collected. Oh, you collect if you do collect them all. So this is the first level, that being Deep Dark Galaxy, and yeah, it's basically just another underwater type level. But I want to save that for later, for when we actually get to that particular level, and as well as the other galaxies in the garden as a whole. But first, I want to show you what happens when you go through the Gateway Galaxy. So this is the gate. And you just appear back at the very first planet you ever appear on or be on in the game. And that's really cool because this is Gateway Galaxy, it's meant to be like the first tutorial area, and just it's really cool just coming back here. Hang on, I'm in a bad position because of the lights. Hang on. It would be better if I get to the top, but there is a reason why I wanted to show you this, because of what you can do. And there's Rosalina. Hey Rosalina, hi! Hi! Rosalina, hi, it's me, Mario! Hi Rosalina, hi! This planet, it's very dear to me. I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been travelling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. So there's that sort of like, as I said before in an early episode, that sort of like cosmic horror to this game, that if you really think about it, that the Lumas will become these planets, these stars, these comets, these things that you see throughout the course of the game that you do, and whenever you're going through any of the Hungry Luma levels, there's that cosmic horror again, which I think is it's just a lot of cosmic horror, but it's something you don't really think about when it comes to the game. I'm travelling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all of this would happen. So yeah, after that small speech, she's gone for this level. Wow, Mama must really trust you. Well, how about this? If you grab all 100 purple coins, here. No. If you grab all 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. This is a red star. It holds the power of the red Lumas. But the really amazing part about it is it allows you to fly after you spin in midair. Yes, fly. While pressing B, you can pick up, you can pick the direction you want to fly with L. If you collect 100 purple coins, I'll let you use my powers somewhere else. So yeah, now I want to say quickly before doing the level, is that this whole galaxy is really cool to come back to, because the Gateway Galaxy is the first mission of the game when you collect that first Grand Star, and it's really cool when you just come back to this, because again, this is one of the few levels, or one of the many levels, that has like this whole big like starry background, and I think that's what's missing in a lot of the levels, or in a lot of the galaxies in Galaxy 2, because those galaxies, or a lot of those galaxies in Galaxy 2, just have a sort of cleary sky background, and they do use some of that in Galaxy 1 with some of the levels, but I feel like I think it's used sparingly, and even if you do play through galaxies like Gold Leaf Galaxy, Honey Hive Galaxy, Rocky Road Galaxy, you'd be like, oh, I'm just going through a particular level, blah 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 blah. But then you have levels like this, would be like, oh yeah, I'm in space, and that's really cool. I'm like 1,000 light years away from Earth, and I think that's what's missing with Galaxy 2, because with Galaxy 2, it's just like, oh, I'm just going through the levels, oh, and yeah, I'm in space. When it comes to the few levels that have the starry background, and be like, oh yeah, I'm in space. Okay, but at least with Galaxy 1, there's a lot of galaxies that just have this starry background, and just hang on, if I can go here, and just look, the star, just 3 big star constellations. I think they're constellations, but just look at that. It's just the vastness of space can be really cool. So, as this little Luma said before, we've got a new power. That being Flying Mario. So you jump into Flying Mario, spin, run, jump into fly, and yeah, just like its name said, you can fly. And yeah, I want to get into later. I want to get into why this is probably the most criminally underused power-up in any Mario game because of what it's done. So I'll talk about this a whole lot more in the ending section of this episode. But for now, we're just going to be doing a purple coins level. Now, the purple coins, you can only get them once beating the game, which I think is quite annoying. But again, I think it's one of those things where you can only get it where if you did have them unlocked, like as soon as you do start playing the game, then the game will be. I think it'll be a lot more boring, or it'll be a whole lot more on the shorter side. But then, but I think it's good. I would say that they're at the end of the game, because then you don't have to. You won't be like, oh, here's like how you can just get all the stars at once without that much effort. Obviously, it does take time to get all of them, but yeah. And also, Flying Mario power up. It's again like with the Fire Flower and Ice Flower in this game, as well as in Galaxy 2. Flying Mario is on a time limit, which, okay, fair enough. It's you're just playing about, and plus a lot of the coins are on the ground, and only a handful of them are flying about. So yeah, so it would make sense if it was kind of flying, or a limited amount of time. So yeah, and also this, if you don't beat the game, and that means beating the final boss to collect or unlock the purple coins, this will be the first purple coin level, which I think is quite fun. Well, fun in the sense that it's interesting to see, like, how you do it, because if you... Oh my god, the camera, there you go. If you don't get this level, until you beat the game and you only unlock the purple coins to the end. Then you're I think you're kind of missing out on how the whole process works, because if you do unlock the if you don't unlock the purple comics until the end game, which you do, this is a nice tutorial on how they work. And also, like similar with the shells in underwater levels, if you press B, you can direct yourself. So that's quite cool. And there should be one more purple coin somewhere. Just gonna go up and just see. Oh, it's there. There it is. And that should be all the coins. Yep. And this is the only other coloured star. So there was the green stars we could find. Hang on. Can I get hit? No, I can get hit, but I don't get any power. So come on, get hit. Come on. So there we go. And collect some star bits. And there we go. Okay, before I do collect the star, I just want to talk about the stars, the coloured stars as a whole. So the red star, which you can see here, and the green stars, because it would have been so cool to have more stars like this, or have more missions where you can find multicoloured stars, because you do get the standard yellow stars and the see-through stars whenever you beat a mission, or whenever you replay a mission to get the see-through ones. But I think there's a lot of missed opportunity with stars like the red star and the green stars, because you could have had a lot of missions where it'd be like, flying now, you fly through a small obstacle course or something, and then you'll get a red star, or collect this amount of star chips to collect a green star or something. But it would have been so cool if you got to see more missions like this, and you kind of do with Galaxy 2, but that's a whole nother talk I want to do when I get to Galaxy 2. But it would have been so cool if you got to see more missions like this, where you got to see more different coloured stars, and you kind of do with Galaxy 2 a bit. But yeah, it's just so cool to see, like, there are different coloured stars in the games, and that's really cool. So yeah, and this is the only red star, so you've got a star. So that's Gateway Galaxy complete. So Gateway Galaxy's purple coins. Gateway Galaxy complete. And there we go. And another one for the garden, and a Hungry Luma. So that's 2 Hungry Lumas. So, and also, yeah. Now that we've beaten the level, we can now use, if we can get to it, there we go, to the red star in the observatory. And you're probably wondering, wow, the red star, we've unlocked it now. Surely there must be other levels in the game that must use this power. No, the level you saw that used the red star, that was it. That's the only time you've used the red star. And the observatory, again, this is the only other place that uses the red star. And now that we have it, we can now get to the top point of the observatory, where there's a hidden one-up. Well, not more hidden, more inaccessible. But yeah, this is where I want to really talk about the power-up of the red star, because this is by far, as I said before, the most underutilized power-up in any of the Mario games, because you only use it in one level, that being the power up or the level that you use it in, and then mainly use it in the observatory, and that's it. You don't need it anywhere else, and that's so awful for a power up because I'm just gonna wait until the power up wears off. I do like the colour scheme though. The colour scheme is quite cool, but yeah, at least with other power ups like the spring mushroom or the bee suit or any of the other power ups in both Galaxy 1 and 2. At least those ones are used in other galaxies and in other levels. But with the Red Star, it's just used in one level and part of the hub world. And I do like how, see this Red Star, you can use it anytime. Yep, that's what Mama said. So you can use this Red Star. So what I like about this particular Luma is that before you get the Red Star, I'll probably show you a quick screenshot, not a screenshot, but a quick clip of what I mean by this, what I'm talking about it, is that before you unlock the Red Star, you when you talk to this Luma, he'll say, or they'll say that there's a secret and you can't, and they can't tell you what it's about, and then when you do unlock the Red Star, and once you beat that level, they'll say, "Oh, this Red Star can be used now by you." That's what Mama said, and that's kind of interesting because it kind of hints to more, or hints to something later in the game. So that's quite cool. So yeah, we've done that. We've unlocked a new area. We've unlocked 2 new areas, and yeah, I'm gonna enter there for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.